Within a few hundred years, the world is going to effectively end. There's a couple options. First of all, there's AI. By the time it's 2030, AI will have taken over basically every single truck driving job. Taxis will be taken over by AI. Any sort of factory working will be AI. Pretty sure it's already happening. By 2040s, 2050s, any sort of artist job or programming job will just be done by ChatGPT 7 or 8. If you just imagine ChatGPT 5 being very good, and then ChatGPT 6 being even better, ChatGPT 7 will become better, 8 is even better, 9 is even better. Eventually, ChatGPT gets to the point where it can just replicate human speech and human logic and maybe even be better. And at that point, it'll be able to make replicas of itself that are even better than its own code, and we'll just have weird, crazy stuff happening where scientists, any sort of person with extreme intellect, just imagine a 300 IQ person given all the information in the entire world. That's what ChatGPT 10 will be, and it'll just be able to solve all of our problems, and we, us humans, won't have to do anything. Um, and you might be thinking, well, the government might be able to stop it. Well, what if the American government tries to stop it, but China doesn't? That in that case, China will have a whole bunch of control because they have solved all these problems and America hasn't. And so China will just take over. I mean, you know, obviously it'd be more complicated than that, but that's going to stop America from trying to ban something like ChatGPT 10, at least in the long run. Now, AI isn't the only option. Another option is just natural stupidity. The threat of nuclear war has not gone away. We still have so many nukes all over the world, and at any point, one of our dumb leaders can just press the button and start the nuclear holocaust, and every single person, except for really rich people with massive, super cool underground bunkers, will be dead, and that will probably at least reset humanity for another couple thousand years. So yeah, that's a really nice, hopeful future that we have there. Another problem is overpopulation, or sorry, underpopulation, because overpopulation isn't going to happen. Underpopulation is where we've got all these birth per woman rates all over the world just plummeting straight into the ground. The only exception to this is Africa, and that I don't know. So if these birth per woman rates keep going down, then there's going to be so many old people compared to young people that economies all over the world are going to start to crash. You'll be able to see the first hints of this in Japan and South Korea. South Korea has a zero point 0.4 birth per woman rate, which means that for every two people in South Korea, they're having less than half of a kid. So that's a great hopeful thing right there. That's amazing. Japan, the adult diaper rate has gone above baby diaper rate, and the average age is about 40, and it just keeps going up and up and up. And the problem with that is that people retire when they get older, and they need to be supported by someone. And the young people who would be supporting the old people are getting replaced by old people who need more supporting. So the economy in that case would just crash. Uh, Not to mention, military would just not be existent in countries like that and just be waiting to be taken over. But mostly the problem will be like starvation of old people and just overall populations going way down until I guess humanity just crumbles and we aren't really around anymore just because there's no one left. And I'm sure there's even more weird things that could happen to make the world basically end. There's just countless ways that humans could be stupid enough to do that. And, the future is very bleak. And there's not much you can do. I mean, you're just a random hobo with a phone watching this on the internet. You can't do anything. I can't do anything. And so, you know what? You may as well just give up or something. I don't know.